And now the news in detail. Former Finance Minister Sceptical is casting doubts on the approach the government has adopted to revive the economy. Ghana's economy has been on a downward trajectory for some time now. The country's deal with the IMF is expected to help bring fiscal discipline to our financial system and get the economy to be better. Even though government says it's on a path of recovery, former Finance Minister Sceptical disagrees. Speaking on Joy News Desk with my colleague Aisha Ibrahim, Mr. Tekpe says the mess being created by the government will be very difficult to undo by whomever takes over in 2025.
Let's look at where the government took us, right? First, government to default. We missed default because of HIPC, debt forgiveness. So we could have learned something from it, which is why we had things like sinking fund and the rest and say, let's be paying part of our debt. Nobody says you should pay 100%, but for it to be sustainable, you need to be paying something. It was stopped, so we defaulted, the highest, debt to GDP ratio, inflation. We used Bank of Ghana to finance the budget. Again, you can see where the money, some of the money was going because they were printing money virtually. Even if not, realistically to support the budget. That wasn't sustainable. We saw where it landed us, reduce both domestic and external reserves, for the central bank. Inflation, very high. We nearly missed. First time in nearly 40 years, I believe. 40 years, 2023. If you take ERP SAP to be 1983, when ERP SAP, 40 years, we almost went into recession. Actually, there will be difficulty because, as I said, the debt is being deferred into 2025 and 2020, at least most of it from 2026. So 1 year into your administration, the debt which is being deferred, which we are not paying now, you are going to be paying. And it's good to have a clear understanding that this is what's going to happen. And by using the primary balance, it means that there is no effort on the part of the current administration, despite the flows, to start making provision to pay down some of those debts. Of course, I must consider the ones that are in firm agreements, like the coupon that was just paid for the domestic, obviously because of the, how it came about, the demonstrations and the rest. The first coupon has been paid, but there's a lot of the interest and the rest. So it's by trying to understand what's going on and not taking things on face value